Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports bringing you more football content, and today I'm doing a 12-person mock draft. So I've done an auction draft, I've done a 10-person, I've done an 8-person. This is time for the 12-person. And you can guess what's coming next Friday, 14-person draft. So I've never done a 12-person draft before. I've always done 8-person leagues, and so this is actually a really full room. We have 10 of the 12 people here, so it'll be a really good, as long as they stay in for at least 5 to 10 rounds, it'll be a really good gauge of how these drafts are going to be going this year. I have the 9th pick, which I selected. I wanted the 8th pick, but it was already taken, so I have the 9th. My goal is to get Hopkins, because Hopkins is an amazing pickup for one of these leagues, especially if you can get another top 15 player like Joe Mixon or Julio Jones or Josh Jacobs. I want to get a running back after I get Hopkins. If I don't get Hopkins, then I'll try and get someone else. This first guy's taking a long time. But anyways, I usually have, what I've been doing in the past on these videos is I've been taking the last pick so I can go 1-2, and I can do the video more smoothly and less choppy. But this draft, I can't do this draft well with a 1-2 pick. If I have the first pick or the last pick, I can't go 1-2 because my draft team will be terrible. So I kind of need to speed it up a little bit, but so that I can get, I need to get a better draft pick, but I also don't really want the choppiness, but we'll see. We'll see if I can do picks between 9 and 4. But I'm probably going to pick Hopkins for my first pick unless Derrick Henry is available. My second pick, I'll pick Joe Mixon if I get Hopkins, and I'll pick a wide receiver if I get Derrick Henry, and I will see you in the 3rd round. So just like usual, a good number of people have already dropped out of the draft, so that's kind of too bad. The 3rd round is about to come up for me, my 3rd round pick. So, and then a bunch of auto drafts, so I'll basically be able to do 2 picks while on the camera. So, I was trying to get I was trying to get Amari Cooper, but now that he's gone, I'm probably going to pick DJ Moore, because he is going to be the Panthers' entire team this year. I also need a second wide receiver, and then my next pick is going to be round 5, pick number 9. So that means that it's going to be pick number 49. So, no, not 49. It's going to be much lower than 49. But I'm not sure whether or not to pick a quarterback yet, because I feel like they're going to start going. So if I'm going to pick a quarterback, then I might want to pick Watson because he is available. And I do need a quarterback. These are all auto drafts. Almost the entire draft is auto drafts now. So I'm sorry, I might be taking a little bit of advantage of that. But since it's all auto drafts, 54 is Watson. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17 more picks. So yeah, I should be fine. I'll pick James Conner. I should be fine, and then we'll see how the numbers fall, but I don't think that they'll be picking any of the quarterbacks that I want. Especially if that non-auto draft guy the one non-auto draft guy is not picking a quarterback. Yeah, so these are all going to go pick, and then my pick will probably be Russell Wilson, because he is ranked 61, and I should be able to, I'm going to be number 49 is my next pick. So I should easily be able to get Russell Wilson, because these are auto drafts. And yes, it's kind of taking advantage of the system, but it's fine. In a regular draft, I would have picked Russell Wilson in that situation, because other people in the draft room would be taking him sometime in this area, because those quarterbacks that are not the top 2 but are the next top 5, those quarterbacks go quickly. And even in a 12-person room, I'd assume that they'd be picked in the 5th round easily. Especially because by the end of the 5th round, you've had 60 picks go. and they're ranked in the 60s. So, and then Watson should be going. Yep. Or do I want to? I would take Zach Ertz, but I don't really want to risk it because my next. Oh, Zach Ertz is gone anyways. So I'm going to take Russell because I like Russell more than Dak. I think that he'll actually have a better season than Dak. So I will see you guys at my next pick. Okay, these are all auto drafts by now, so I'm just going to go straight through. My next pickup would probably be. Oh, these are not amazing choices. I need a running back or a wide receiver, so I'd probably go with Edelman. Because I have a lot of picks until my next pick, and I think that Edelman's going to have a fire season. Because he's ranked 75, right? But ranked 75 will not be available during my next pick. So I need to take him now if I want to get him, because the auto drafts are going to be taking them by rank. And then I need a tight end, because I don't have a tight end. I could always just take Gronk. I might take Austin Hooper, because he'll be available on my next pick. So Austin Hooper will be my tight end. The rest of this draft should go pretty quickly because there's no one else waiting to take anything. So it should be like 30 seconds between my picks. But it's too bad that more people couldn't stay in. I was really excited to see that there were 10 people in the draft room, so this really won't give an amazing representation of how a draft is going to go in a 12-person room, but it'll give you some sort of a idea of how Austin Hooper was picked. That's actually really surprising. Maybe they're just all picking tight ends now. I mean, I could pick Jared Cook. He'll probably have another good season. His rank is 98. Yeah, I shouldn't pick him yet. I can always just take Gronk if I know I have Chris Godwin. I don't like doubling up on the same team, but I could literally just take Gronk if I want a good wide receiver, if I want a good tight end. My next pick would probably, okay, so 92 is Ronald Jones. So we're on 84, 85, 86, 87, 80, so 88 is my next pick. So I can hold out on Ronald Jones. I'll take AJ Green because I don't expect him to do amazing, but I never take AJ Green in these drafts because I sincerely do not expect him to do amazing, but he could do amazing. He has the potential to do so. And so in one of my leagues this year, I'm probably going to have AJ Green on my team. I'm probably going to have 3 leagues this year. Actually, go check out my auction draft video. If that video gets 5 likes and 10 likes, I changed it to 10. If that video gets 10 likes, then I will do an auction draft for a real fantasy team. So make sure to like that video, and if you do, then I'll make sure to make that video of me actually having a team from. I'll just take him now. I did math wrong. So I'm actually going to make a team out of a auction draft, and that's going to be my 3rd league. I'm going to do a league with my friends. I'm going to do another 10-person league, and I'm going to do an auction draft league. So if you guys want to see the auction draft league, once that video gets 10 likes, I will make that video. So check it out. There will be a pin somewhere that you can click on up there. But make sure to check out that video because that video actually is doing really well for my channel, surprisingly. And not really surprisingly, the fantasy football videos usually do well. But make sure to check it out and like that video. I'm just kind of ranting now because I don't really know what else to say, and I'm just waiting for these auto draft picks to go by. I'll probably cut out some of this, like this part that I'm just ranting here, talking about me ranting. I don't even know how long this video is going to be. I think that after my 9th pick, I'm going to shut off the camera, and then I'll pick the rest of my team and go over it at the end. My next pick will probably be a defense. I like Chiefs. Chiefs is looking fine right now. Oh, they're gone. My next choice would probably be the Rams. Just in case, because the Rams or Seattle, but Seattle's probably going to get taken. They did not. I will probably take... Let's see. The Rams had 1 million sacks last year. Seahawks had more fumbles recovered by a decent amount. Points per game, that's what I want. I want to look at points per game. Oh, they're all pretty similar. I'll take the Rams. Okay, so my draft is done. And I think that my team is pretty good for a 12-person draft. But I found myself doing some things that I really didn't do in the 8 and the 10-person ones, because towards the end of the draft, you really need to think more about who you're picking, because there's a lot of really drastically different players, and there's some weird things that you can do with your team. So I'll get into all that later. So I started off, it was a pretty normal draft. I got Derrick Henry, I got Chris Godwin, I got DJ Moore, I got James Conner. The first couple of rounds, you don't see a huge difference. You do pick some players earlier than you might have in a regular draft. And then I got Russell Wilson in the 5th round, which is where he normally goes. And then things started getting a little different. So I took Edelman in the 6th round. I normally would not do that. I have him as a fantasy football sleeper. But since I'm in an auto draft room, most of the teams were auto drafted at that point. So they would pick him faster than they normally would. So I picked him in the 6th round. That's something I wouldn't normally do. I would normally wait until the 7th or 8th round because normal people would sleep on him and say, oh, Edelman isn't that great. But I really like Edelman. I'm a Patriots fan. I think that he's appreciated, so I picked him up in the 6th round. Next, I picked up AJ Green, another player I normally wouldn't pick up. But since it's a 12-person room, I already had my starters lined up, and I was like, well, if I have my starters, might as well pick AJ Green, because he could potentially have an amazing season. So he is my first backup wide receiver, which I think is a pretty solid backup wide receiver. I put some question marks on this team. Next, I picked Ronald Jones. I think that he's a 9th or 10th round sleeper in a 10-person room, but in the 8th round in a 12-person room, I can live with that. Next was the 9th pick, and I got the Rams defense. I wanted a solid defense. I showed that I was deciding what defense to pick. The Rams was the best one I could find. Next was Gronk. I wanted to get Gronk on my team. There was no good tight ends available, so I picked up Gronk, and I think that he's going to have an amazing season. I know I already have a wide receiver on Tampa Bay, and I don't usually like doubling up on teams with 2 receivers, but it's a receiver and a tight end, so it's a little bit different. Next pick was 11. I got Ryan Tannehill as my backup quarterback. He got 21 points per game in the 10, 11 games he played last year. So I think that having him as in the 11th round as a backup quarterback was a great pickup. Next, 12th pick, I got Matt Gay. He is my sleeper kicker. There's not really sleeper kickers, but he's my sleeper kicker because he is underappreciated. I think that he's going to have an amazing season. The Buccaneers are going to put up a lot of points this year, and he's going to have a great season. He's going to put up a lot of points for fantasy. Then we have 13, 14, and 15. So I picked up Dallas Goedert as a backup tight end. I never take backup tight ends, but he got 10 points per game last year. There weren't really a lot of good options, so I was like, might as well take, and I had Gronk, who is coming back off of retirement. So I was like, I might as well have a backup tight end that's pretty decent, because if I don't, then I might get screwed. So I took Dallas Goedert as a safety net for Gronk. Then I took Golden Tate, a normal 14th round pick for me. He is a big sleeper. He's projected to get almost 200 points this year, and he can be picked up in the 14th round. I always suggest picking up Golden Tate because he can do wonders for your team if you get him in the right spot. So he's my 14th round pick. And last but not least, I picked up Antonio Brown. So, my wide receivers for this team, I think, are incredible. I have Chris Godwin with Tom Brady. I have DJ Moore. I have Julian Edelman with Cam Newton. I have AJ Green with Joe Burrow. I have Golden Tate, who is projected to do very well and did amazingly at the end of last season. And I have Antonio Brown, who is suspended for 8 games, but if he is on a team, then he will do incredible stuff in the fantasy football playoffs. My wide receivers are incredible for this team. I also have I only have 3 running backs. But my 3 running backs are James Conner, Ronald Jones, and Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was the league leader in rushing last year. James Conner got 15 points per game last year. He got 22 the year before with Ben Roethlisberger. I can expect somewhere between there for him. And Ronald Jones, I know I have 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I still think that their offense is going to be incredible. So that's my final team. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is something new I've never done before. I've never done a 12-person draft before. So I'm not doing a 12-person draft league no matter how many likes this video gets. The only way to do that is the video got 25 likes. So I'm not doing an actual 12-person draft league. I will do an auction draft league, a 10-person auction draft league. So make sure that video gets 10 likes, and I will do that before the season starts. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I've never done a 12-person draft before. I think it was a fun experience. I think that I got a pretty solid team out of it. So let me know what you guys think of my picks. Who would you have picked in different rounds? What have you done differently? Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I come out with new football content every single day. On Saturdays, I do a wrap-up of the entire world of sports. And I come out with a new video every single Thursday predicting the entire NFL season. Next week is the NFC East, I believe. So make sure to watch out for that. Make sure to subscribe because we are going for hashtag 25 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you are interested in my content. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Peace out.